Okay, so I just got back from Harbor Freight. I headed over there to get jack stands and stuff, but I got a couple other things, so I'm gonna show that off now. And then I'm gonna show off the radiator that I got, so it'll be cool. Pair of jacks, obviously, that I need today. It's like the special funnel thing. 2 gallons of coolant. Duh. WD-40 for silicone. This might come in handy. All right, so this is a new radiator we got. I just went with the Z1. The other ones were really expensive. They were like $400 to $500 for a Mishimoto and a Kyo, something like that. Those were like 3 something to 4 something. I really like that these aftermarket ones are not plastic. From now on, I think we're just gonna jack the car up and get started on the disassembly. Hopefully we'll have enough time to get it fully disassembled, and then we can get started on the assembly partially tonight. Ideally, I'd love to finish it tonight, but if I can't, then oh well. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh man, I totally let that go everywhere. So basically what we gotta do is we gotta take this off. I gotta take this out. And then these clips, I should be able to twist them and then pull the radiator out. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I already took this off, but let me get this one too. Huh, this is confusing. Because I have blue coolant. This is the wrong kind of coolant. All right, so after a lot of hassling, I tried getting this out. One of the bolts on here actually stripped, so this had to stay. But I had to find a way to get these out. So I was able to pull them up. Kind of ran into a future issue with, I don't know. Finally, after a lot of suffering, a lot of confusion, I separated the AC condenser from the radiator. About to pull out the radiator for the night and be done for the night. Something that I just didn't come across online is, so these right here, those tabs right there, these are at the bottom. And so one guy just recommended online, he said, what worked for me was just, you know, giving it the beans, like just being really aggressive, shaking it, pulling up on the AC compressor while pulling down on this. Finally, I got the right side out. And it was a really big struggle, but I finally got the left side out. So this is the old one. Just took all the clamps and stuff off. This is the new one. This is connecting to, I don't know, somewhere in the engine. Goes to the lower part of the radiator. The Z1 logo is gonna be on the bottom side, all right? So it'll be like this. All I'm gonna do now is swap over the, there's a clamp like this, like the kind you take off with pliers, and then there's one of these that goes with the ratchet. Okay, I lied. The Z1 logo, that's gonna be the top part. So this top part is gonna have the Z1 logo, which makes sense. I don't know why I thought it was the other way. That's gonna go into the upper part. This part will connect to the actual radiator. On the top here, you're gonna put this one that you take out with a 8mm. And then on the bottom part, you're gonna put this one that you that's more like a clamp or whatever. So I'm gonna transfer those onto here, and then over here, I don't know how necessary it is, but I saw them using it in the actual install from Z1. So I got some WD-40 Specialist for silicone. So I'm just gonna throw that on there, and we'll get it on there, I guess. Yeah. So. All right. So now it's time to put this guy in there. So we're gonna throw it in there. We're gonna make sure we clip the intercooler onto these back tabs on the bottom that I was talking about before. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work from the top. So I'm just gonna try and go in from the bottom if I can. So yeah, after about 15 minutes of struggling, playing around with it, I was able to get it in from the bottom. Get the AC, I think the AC condenser is in its slots on this thing. Gotta get everything mounted back up together, and we should be pretty good. Just gonna connect the AC condenser line, and then put this back into place, get the tubes and whatever put back together, and then I'll get that the fan shroud back in, put these boxes back down, and I should be pretty good to flush the system. I undid everything. I took the radiator out again. I tried messing around with this and that. Hours wasted. I looked back online on the actual Z1 website. I looked at the reviews. It turns out that this radiator is just a little bit of a tight fit, so it's going to be touching and rubbing against this top plastic part. It is going to be rubbing against this very slightly. Super tight fit, but just know that it's completely normal. These tabs I can't get in. I read that someone just grinded them down a little bit so that they sat a little flush, but you should be good without them, to be honest.
Make sure everything's closed. Like if you change your radiator out, double check your hose. Basically, you can go into these at Harbor Trade or no air, but you'll see it rise and then turn the car off right away. And it'll
Alright, I'm really happy. Everything seems to be going really good. Again, coolant's looking alright. We look okay on coolant. Get out the way. No leakage still. That's all old stuff. I'm gonna grab the light that I was using earlier. The temperature looks pretty good. The hot air is blowing, so I'm pretty sure, I've heard that's a good thing. So watch that. I'm gonna start putting the under tray back together as best as I can. Take the car down. We're gonna go take it about 15 miles or so. That was the only thing that could have went bad, but my camera falling. Worst case scenario, my camera. Okay, got some air, got some gas, got a hot cocoa, and some hot fries I'm gonna eat later. Hot cocoa for now. About to head home. I'm gonna clean up the garage, and then last thing I'm gonna do tonight is just throw some fuses in my subwoofer amp. They blew like last month sometime, so just gonna do that real quick and we're done.